Hello again everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm whimreaper and yeah, we're back with the Fairy Godmother and her cottage. I'm not actually going to be playing as the Fairy Godmother or going into cast or anything. I just wanted to show you that I did make some changes to her, and I am so sorry that last video I totally scrolled over this top, which is way better than the custom content one I picked. This is from Vintage Glamour stuff, and this is basically exactly what she's wearing in the movie. So I picked this over the other one, which showed her midriff a little bit, and I didn't really like that. So here's a look at her. Let's just let her show off her stuff for a second. I think she's very sophisticated, very beautiful, and she turned out really well, so I'm happy. But we're gonna get into the build. Now, I actually looked up references of her cottage, and I had thought that it was like a small cottage, but then had the underground part was where the potions were being made, but I looked up the reference, and I was completely wrong. There is a small part that is the cottage, but that's just the reception room. And then behind it, there are giant factories, very obvious, not hidden at all. I don't know where I got that idea from, but they are producing the potions. But for the sake of this Let's Play, maybe the Fairy Godmother would want to hide it. Maybe it's more secretive, or maybe she just doesn't want to look as powerful as she actually is, that kind of thing, where she wants to be powerful but not to appear powerful to other people. And it is only inspired by Shrek. I did not want this to be exactly that movie. I just wanted to take inspiration from it, and I think I still will do a ton of chimneys, especially over where her office will be, where she's making her own potions. And I might make that into kind of a tower, actually, now that I think about it. Because that way it'll look a little bit more like a factory. Maybe I'll just make one large chimney here and then a bunch of smaller ones across a roof. I'm not entirely sure yet. And I think I will go ahead with the basement, even if you guys don't necessarily want it. Obviously, I'll be waiting on feedback of whether I should record that or not. If I don't get any feedback, I probably will, just for the practice. But other than that, let's just jump right into build mode. And yeah, thanks once again for coming along, you guys. Welcome if you're new. This is only my second video, so I hope that you are enjoying it. But yeah. I'm just gonna start by putting a roof on here. I don't think I want this to be more than one story, except maybe just this part. Like, for an example, I'll just put a room on here. It won't be the exact shape. It would be like this, because she kind of flies around and has a large bookcase area that goes up multiple stories. But, oops. But I don't know that I want to do that. I think I might just add a large chimney there, but we'll see how it looks. We might end up going with this room idea later. So let's start by adding the roof like I was talking about. Now I think this should be a circular roof. Unfortunately, it's really hard to size these, I find, in game. And they often end up overhanging way too much. This doesn't look too bad though. Let's just put it up into more of a spire, and then the chimney can maybe go in the center of that. And then as for the side, I think we'll just go with a gable roof again, or maybe a half gable or a half hipped. No, I think we'll go for the gabled roof because it gives that really clear fairy tale kind of feel to it. Also, I want to mention that the cottages in Shrek are much more medieval than I'm making. These are more Renaissance almost, if you know architecture. But I didn't really want to go with that style because there isn't enough content in The Sims 4 to make it happen without CC. And I'm fine using Create a Sim CC, I just don't like it so much for builds, so I won't be downloading any of that, just so you guys know. Also, that way it makes it more accessible to anyone who wants to download it. Now, I think this looks kind of silly. I think that this is either going to have to be a lot lower, or we're going to have to find out a different alternative. Maybe if I shape it like the other roofs, it'll look a little bit better. And just so you guys know, I know that some simmers, when they do Let's Builds, will fast forward for some parts. I might start trying to do that, probably not in this video though, because as I have said, this is only my second video, I'm still learning. I'm going to go with very, very minimal to no editing for this video and probably the next one, and then I'm going to start trying to cut things out and make it a little bit more polished. But this is just me trying to get my footing right now. Now, I think this is kind of silly. I don't like it. I think maybe this will have to be 2-story tall just based on this, but let's put the chimney just for the heck of it. Also, I'm so sorry how distracted I was last video. I was intending to show you my face overlays. I was intending to put even like, I put a little beauty mark on her face that I thought made a huge difference because she does have that very prominently in the movie, and it makes her look a lot more mature and sassy. And yeah, I just didn't get around to it. I was kind of distracted. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think the chimney idea is gonna work. We're gonna expand the room up. So one thing I was kind of wondering about, because I didn't really ask about it in the last build, if you guys want to talk about the subject, is whether you prefer more Create a Sim, more Let's Play, or more Let's Build, or whether you'd rather see free builds or Let's Builds. My Let's Builds, if I continue to do them, will probably tend to be more of this slow style that I've been doing, because, well, first of all, it's just to help me get my footing, and second of all, I feel like it just lets me interact so much more rather than trying to cut it and put it all together in a way that doesn't feel genuine to me. I just really want this channel to be one where I can sorta just be honest and take my time and not have to worry about basically editing out every mistake I make, kind of thing. I know that I'm going to start doing some of that eventually. I know that's inevitable, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a very good thing. But if I do Let's Builds, I think I'll do more of this style where it's more conversational. You get to see everything that's happening in real time. And then the alternative to that is if you want more fast-paced builds, if you want not this kind of thing where it's a little bit more fast-paced, then I will do speed builds. And I was wondering if there's any interest in that, or whether you would just want me to do all my building off camera and you would rather just watch me play, you would rather watch me do Create a Sim. I guess it's hard to tell at this point for you guys, so I'm a bit sorry for pushing that question on you right away, because I always like to see the YouTubers in their element before I make a decision about what kind of videos I like from them. So yeah, hopefully eventually you guys will start to get a feel for that and you'll be able to give me feedback, which would be great. Now I think for her cottage we're gonna go with more oaks maybe? I don't usually build with oak wood tones, which makes me nervous, but I think that's cool. And that way I can get out of my comfort zone. It'll look a little less like my other builds, and hopefully it'll add a bit of character. And also, I just don't think that she would want a dark wood anything. I feel like she would want very royal colors, and I feel like oak kind of does look like a royal color. Also, I'm thinking a red roof, just because I think that's kind of stands out, but it's not super uncommon to the point where it would be considered tacky. And I definitely feel like that's the whole Fairy Godmothers thing, is wanting to look put together but not tacky. And I think in this episode we're just gonna get done the outside, including the windows and the wallpapers and maybe the floor plan, as well as the interior wallpapers. But it's gonna depend on the pace of the video, and it's gonna depend on just like what makes sense to include, I guess. So I think for her door, she would want it to be kind of theatrical. Maybe I should make that a little bit bigger of a porch. I was anticipating her having a more subtle cottage at first, but then once I saw the reference image, I was thinking, no, it makes way more sense that she would want to show off, but I just think she wouldn't want to show off her power necessarily for this character that I'm making. Also, again, if you didn't watch the last video, I'm planning on making a Let's Play with the fairy tale characters, basically. The Fairy Godmother is one of them. That's why I'm doing this video, is because I kind of want to lay the foundations before I decide that I'm gonna jump full in. And especially if people are commenting like, oh no, don't do a fairy tale one, or because Island Living is coming up, which hopefully I will win it. I can't afford it, as I've mentioned in my previous video, but hopefully I will win it, and if I do, I will definitely be posting Island Living stuff. But I can also try, even without the content, to make Island Living like videos, if that's what everyone's kind of feeling, is a tropical vibe, because it's summer and we just got new content and it's exciting and stuff. But yeah, if no one says anything, I'm definitely going ahead with this Let's Play. I'm super excited for it. And yeah, like, basically, I'm just really down with making this making this series like kind of dramatic and unique, and I really hope that other people are interested in that, and I think that you guys will be. But if, yeah, like I said, if you're commenting like, oh, don't do that, like, I want tropical content, or I'm not interested in fairy tales, then obviously I'm going to listen, and I will come up with something else to do. This is just for the first few videos, and I'm going to finish this Let's Build regardless of what people say. I think regardless of whether people want builds or Let's Play or fairy tale or not, just because I don't like to leave projects unfinished, and I'm sure that you'll notice that about me the more that I do YouTube. So this is not going to be unfinished. So yeah, anyway, I am starting to go more and more towards the dark woods, and I'm finding it super hard not to, because of the door styles and because of the windows and all that kind of thing. And maybe it's just the roof that's throwing me off. Maybe we should make it a lighter color, like this yellow. Maybe we should just go straight to red, because I was kind of leaving that there so I wouldn't get thrown off by it, but maybe I just need to do it right off the bat so I know what I'm matching everything to. It looks weird in this lighting. Oh, there we go, that's afternoon. That looks a little bit better. It looks a little cleaner though. But like I said, I'm not going for the medieval, I'm going more towards Renaissance, which this still fits into. I think that works, but now the woods look too dark, which is interesting. Let's change them to yellows? Yeah, like yellowy wood tones. That's kind of cool. I guess I'll have to add, maybe they can be oak wood accents, and then more yellowy woods in other places, mixing the wood tones. I know that lots of people really don't like that, but personally, I don't find it to be super offensive. And like I said, this is a let's build. It's going to take up more than a couple episodes, so that means that I can go back in and change things if you guys absolutely hate it. Yeah, let's go with these stairs then. I think that the brown with the fence looks too much. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now, I don't want this to be so plain. It's looking really drab at the moment. So, I know that this isn't usable, but I'm gonna put a balcony on it anyway, just to give it a little bit more detail. I really like to do that in my builds. I know that some people find that annoying because it looks like there's somewhere that your sim can go, but then they can't reach it because it's not a room. But honestly, I think it just adds so much life that it makes sense. Also, I should have added a floor tile first. Here, let's do that. And if it seems like I'm really bad with building, it's just because I don't build and talk at the same time usually, unless it's to like my husband or something. So I'm not used to giving commentary on what I'm doing. I'm used to mostly ignoring people and then responding when necessary. So, yeah, I hope the commentary isn't too bad. I know I'm going to improve with this over time, so please keep watching. I know it's always kind of cringe to watch a new YouTuber who doesn't know what they're doing, but I really appreciate it, and I hope that you'll like my other videos. But yeah, I don't know if this Get Famous awning would fit there. It looks like really over the top, but it still fits the fantasy theme quite well. And I think maybe if I get it in a, yeah, like a gold color, like this lighter gold, I think that matches actually in a kind of crazy way. But then that window looks too low for it. Maybe if we raise both of them up. It's just so wide. Maybe if I pull this out. And I'm curious, how do you guys build? Do you just start with absolutely no idea what you're doing and then go from there? Or do you like to know like exactly what you're doing? Do you use reference images? I know a lot of the time I like to use reference images, but a lot of the time I don't, because then it doesn't feel unique enough to me. It feels like it's been done, because it has, obviously. It's just, I can't get over it personally when I'm doing a build, at least, if something doesn't feel original. That kind of works. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that for now. I know it looks kind of strange and bulky, but I think maybe if I add more windows here and some wall decorations, it will look a little bit more natural. Like it belongs to the build. I think this kind of fits it, but it's a little bit showy. Like, I know that I already have a showy piece, but I kind of want that to be an attention grabber. And then in these roofs, I definitely want to use some of those round windows that, not the ones that came with cats and dogs, actually, they won't fit. The base game ones. These ones. Yeah, that looks beautiful. I absolutely love these on gabled roofs, and I know I overuse them, but I just can't get over how beautiful they are. I throw them on absolutely everything. Maybe I'll only do them on this side though, because this side has this detail and the other one you're not going to be looking at very often. Although it does look bare. Maybe I'll find a different kind of window to throw on it. That's too wide. That one's kind of beautiful, I think. Maybe I should choose the exterior, and that will help me out a little bit. I think I'll put that there tentatively, but let's see what wallpapers we can go with on the outside. Also, I need to do the roof trim. I always forget the roof trim. Is that just me? Okay. I don't think siding works for this build particularly, but maybe if it's mixed with bricks like this one. Like, let's see how that looks. I think that's kind of cute actually, but let's see what just bricks looks like. Maybe red ones. That doesn't work. There's this one, which is definitely cottagey. Oh, that one so works. Okay, let's mix it with the bricks and do this one. Okay, I want to do the oak wood, I think, on the actual house. And then maybe I'll change all these bits to be the blonde wood, because that way it will stand out more as a decorative piece rather than, oh oops, I didn't mean to do that, rather than being just blending in. Because yeah, right now, as soon as I put this down, it just disappears. And maybe that's good over here, but not so much on the front. Just because this bit is kind of strange. And I did that intentionally. It's just, I don't know if I like it on being standing out. I think I'll use this for the roof because it tends to look really fancy, yeah, like especially up here when it's doubled. Whereas some of the other ones look really awkward, I find, with the Tudor style swatches. And obviously, Tudor isn't quite Renaissance, I don't think. I'm not a history major or anything, don't quote me. But I believe that it's a little bit more of the style is the Tudor style. Or maybe it's more recent. As I said, not a history buff. But, I think that looks quite nice anyway, and it's fantasy, so who cares what the year is? It's fantasy. It doesn't exist at any time. I think that looks better. That looks a little bit more natural, although no, I like the blue. I don't usually mix wood tones. Like I said, I don't mind it. It's just not something that I do. Oops. Ever have trouble placing fences like I often do, or placing balconies, what helps is to go down to see the grid. So for example, the grid is up here right now, but then if you go down, then you can see that it's here. If the grid is where you want to place the fencing, it's a lot easier to do it. And I'm not exactly sure why that is. Maybe it stabilizes the camera, but it works every time anyway. Obviously, I trust you guys know how to do building a little bit if you're playing Sims 4, but I haven't learned a lot of these tricks myself for a long time, and I've been playing maybe 2 years, but I've been playing a lot over 2 years, I guess. So, I'm gonna add a roof trim. I don't know if I want it to match, or whether I want it to stand out like be more of an oak color. I think these both match. It's kind of strange. I'll go with maybe this one. I think that one looks kind of classy. Now this cottage isn't particularly suiting her, but I think the inside is what's gonna matter on this one. I think the outside is more like business kind of, where it's like her whole thing is like making wishes come true. It's her business, so it has to look kind of like more subdued, I think, so that people aren't intimidated. But the inside can be a little bit intimidating, and I think that one might like throw people off, but I think it could also be like one of her business tactics, like subconsciously causing anxiety in order to make better deals, that kind of thing. I don't know that she would do that, but I don't know. I have a feeling she's one of those types of business women, not the completely honest one. I think I'm gonna go with stone up here and then connect it to a path. Stone or brick? I think this one, oh, that one's beautiful. Okay, just go with that off the bat. I don't even need to try any other ones. Another thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video is that the Fairy Godmother, the traits I gave her in the last video, I gave her self-absorbed, snob, and perfectionist, but I changed out self-absorbed for hot-headed because I thought in the movie she was very hot-headed, more so than she was self-absorbed. I just got that kind of vibe from her when I was watching the movie, but that wasn't as clear as her being hot-headed, where she like kind of explodes when things don't go her way. And yeah, I just felt like that was a better trait to give her. She is on the gallery, like I mentioned. You can look for her under hashtag whimreaper or hashtag fairy godmother, or under my username, which is also whimreaper. None of these no, they're not spandrels. These railings, none of them match the fence that I put. It's so strange. I could have sworn there was a get together fence that matched, but there's only this glass one. Is there any blonde wood? Maybe I will have to go with the oak there because nothing is looking the same. I could go with this yellow. Yeah, I think that's close enough for now. I might come back to that though. It looked kind of strange, but not super out of place. Now I think on her office, because this is going to be filled with bookshelves, I don't want windows on this part, but it looks weird without anything. So we're gonna have to find some sort of wall decor to go there. And maybe these kind of suit it, where it will look like, no, I don't think so. I think these kind of do, where you put them, again, with adjusting the floor height in order to make it easier for yourself, but then those diagonals don't work. There are these fountains from vampires, but those look really creepy, and like I said, I think the exterior is supposed to give the illusion that this place is wonderful and it's going to cure all your problems and just like make you feel at ease before you go in to see the godmother. But maybe these flowers could cover this side? I think that she would want them in blue though. I don't know that we have any. I do not have all the packs. I think I mentioned that already. Simply because I can't afford them. I would have them all if I could afford them, and I try to buy them whenever I can, just so you guys know. I just got vampires, I think, less than a week ago, so do not worry. I will not be playing vanilla, well, semi-vanilla, forever. I will update as often as I can in order to kind of keep in line with the other simmers, especially the latest packs and the expansion packs. I want to keep up to date with, because that's just really important, I think, to having actual constructive dialogue with the community. I think we're gonna go like that. This is a little bit much, maybe. Yeah, I think I'll do that for now. Maybe I'll change the colors later, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't want this to be a super long video. I know my last one kind of was. Oh, these don't match. Yeah, I know my last video was kind of long, and I'm sorry for that. I did not anticipate being able to talk for that long without noticing, but I did. And I probably will again. But, yeah, I'm trying to make it shorter, and for a let's build, I know they often are longer just because, well, you're doing a lot more commentary and a lot more thinking than if you're just doing a speed build, or if you're doing a let's play, because it kind of prompts you to have ideas, but this is just you and the mic. Obviously you guys are here, but I can't see you at the moment. I wish I could. That would be so cool. Okay, I'm gonna put a big window here. I think that this might be like where you look into the reception area, and that would be really beautiful, let some natural light in. I don't know if I'm going to do bathrooms actually on the main floor. I might just do it in the basement, because the main floor isn't super big. Oops. Oh yeah, I'm looking for windows. What am I doing? Ooh, that's big. I wonder if that's probably overpowering. That is really overpowering. Maybe I should just have some taller windows on the side? There are these ones. These are quite nice. I like to use these a lot though, and I don't know that they match. But that looks kind of good. Maybe a shorter window, like that. That looks pretty good. I swear choosing windows is one of the hardest things for me. So many simmers, I hear them when they're making videos saying that let's just pick some random windows. It doesn't really matter. But to me, the window placement determines everything for the build. It determines where I make the floor plan. It determines just like the feel of the build. It determines like so much. And it looks really, really strange, I think, if you just got some huge windows plopped onto something like this, where it's already attached to a major feature. Like, I don't even know that I want to put a small one there. Like, even this like tiny little circular window seems like too much because of this feature. Maybe let's add some freezes. Okay, they're all too big for the wall height. I don't want to make the wall height bigger either, because it is supposed to be a cottage. It's not like a proper house. We could go with blonde wood. Or no, let's do the oak accent, because we're kind of doing blonde wood as the main thing now. Which is okay. I just don't want to overdo it. Sometimes I find it so strange how things place on The Sims 4. I definitely prefer it to The Sims 3, I think, but I don't understand. Like I said, I have to do a lot of fiddling with the roof heights. And actually, I'm okay with just having the floor trim around there. It makes this part look more quaint, which is kind of what I'm going for anyway. So here, let's add, we could go with these windows again, or we could go with the smaller version, which I tried out. I think I'm going to do that. Oh, okay, sorry. I totally forgot that they aren't default white. I was assuming them to be for some reason. Okay, let's do one there, one there, and maybe one here? That's too much. Let's do one here, and let's move this closer. And this all the way here? No, this needs to be in line with this one. I always need to line up my windows. I don't know what it is. It just looks better to me. I don't think that should be there, though. I think these two should just be kind of by themselves. It's so difficult. I don't know what it is. Maybe these. The white trim is what's throwing it off, because over here it has the brown siding. Over here it does too, but it's not as noticeable because it's in a corner area. Maybe I should just go with a double wide window. Oh, this one. This is perfect because it will match. I'm gonna use Alt and move this up. Yeah, I think that looks better. And I don't mind these ones being different colors because this is a different section of the cottage. And down here, I think she would have windows, but only like on this wall, to make it more dark in her own area. I just think that she would want it to be a little bit more moody, and if she's doing her work there, I don't think she would personally like a ton of sunlight, especially since you see the scene where she's mixing potions, and I think someone opens a curtain and it disturbs her. I don't know. I don't think there's any deep reason behind that. I just think that that's what it is, and I think that makes sense. Because she would be in the zone making potions, and then suddenly someone just decides they're gonna rip the shutters open, you know? I don't recall 100%. As you've probably noticed by now, my movie recollection skills of Shrek 2 are not great, even though I've seen it pretty recently. So yeah, hopefully I'm not just spouting a bunch of garbage and there's some huge Shrek fan in the comments getting mad at me right now. I think that's kind of cute. I really love the Get Famous stuff. Like, I didn't want to get famous at first because I didn't think I would play with it, and to be honest, I haven't played the actor creator yet, and it's been out for quite some time. Like, I just don't play famous Sims that often, and I think that's just my play style, and I don't bother changing it, and I don't see a problem with it. It's just, I didn't think I wanted this pack until I saw all the objects, because I love building so much. I have a blast with it. It's just a great time. But the problem is that sometimes, because I'm so obsessed with building and there's gameplay I don't want, I miss out on the build items for a very long time until I finally decide to get the pack. That's sort of like the vampires pack I just got. I thought that I could just wait it out forever. I didn't ever need it because I don't play with vampires, like that kind of thing. And not only did I discover how much build mode stuff I was missing, but I also discovered that I do in fact enjoy playing with vampires, which I didn't in The Sims 3 very much. I just thought they were boring, and I think it's because there was no skill tree like there is in The Sims 4, which I find to be so fun to explore because you can make so many different kinds of vampires. And I am playing a vampire family right now, but and like if you want to learn about them, I have a a thread on the Sims forums. But yeah, I don't think I will play them ever on this channel unless you guys really want to see them. They are a story based, they're very story based. Not what I was intending to do. I don't understand why you can't copy half walls. I guess because they're not an object, but to make it, you should be able to. But yes, my vampires not let's play, I guess, but my game file for them is very dramatic, and I think you guys would enjoy it, but I'm not going to, and I'm not planning to post it unless people speak up and say they want it. But like I said, check me out on the Sims forums. I am whimreaper there as well. And yeah, I would absolutely love it if people got to see them. But anyhow, I am sorry, I've been neglecting the build for so long. I was talking about the wood tones and then nothing else. I swear I'm so bad. But anyhow, as you can see now, we kind of have a floor plan going. I think the reception desk is going to go behind this half wall. And then over here, I feel like this would be kind of like a mini office for the elf who runs the reception desk. And then back here, I might make this washroom since there aren't that many windows, and I like to make bathrooms that don't have very many windows. I think that I'll add that in. I think this will be where you kind of wash your hands, this little corridor, and then I'm going to make a couple stalls fit right here, like so. I don't think we need more than that. I mean, let's be honest, unless I were to add a shower and things, this is a public bathroom. It really doesn't need more than 2 stalls. No Sims ever are busting for the toilet that bad. So, yeah, this is what the layout looks like. I don't know what I'm gonna do for doors. Also, I'm sorry if it's getting noisy on my recording. I don't know what my mic can pick up. It's not a very good mic. But it's really crazy windy outside right now, and I don't know if you can hear it, but it is starting to kind of get crazy. I wasn't anticipating it because it was so nice out today. That looks weird. That looks like a double door to like one bathroom. I think it needs to be more like this. That would put me off, personally, if I saw this double door looking structure as I go into the washroom. Maybe this should be off to the side. That seems more appropriate. Yeah, okay, so this is gonna be the bathrooms. This will be probably sort of like a lounge waiting area where there might be like a big portrait of her. I would have to either get someone to paint her or take a photograph, or I could make custom content, but like I said, I'm against build mode, build by custom content, so I probably won't. Since this video is getting long, I'm not going to do the wallpaper. I'm just quickly gonna go in here, explain what I'm gonna do with it, and then that will be it. But anyhow, for this room, like I said, she has a single window over here. Maybe this is where her desk would be, so she can have some natural light for that. But over here is where she'll be making the potions. She's gonna have these, but I'm gonna cover them with the Get Famous blends. I'm gonna put them there right now so I don't forget. I've never used them in a build before, actually, but I'm excited to. I don't know which ones are the best because I haven't, as I said, used them. That's probably the best. And yes, they're very theatrical, and so is she. I'm probably gonna put them all the way around, actually. These are more for decoration on the outside. And then put bookshelves in front of them. But then anyhow, I'll have stairs going up to this floor, or maybe I'll leave it to be a double high bookshelf area. I'm not quite sure with this yet. I'll just leave it the way it is. I always end up deleting like little double high wall areas a lot in my builds anyway, so it's not like I'll forget to do it. But I think that is it. I kind of want to quickly throw on some flower boxes just to see how it looks. I really love the base game flower boxes, actually. These Get Famous ones though are adorable. I think they're just too big for this build. Yeah, let's get the base game ones. Where are they? I always get lost in my content. Oh, these get together. Oh, they're too big. I could size them down, but I think it would look strange, so I'm not going to. I think she'll have the blue flowers, like I said before. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. I think they would be all around, like basically every window. She wants the blue theme. I feel like the red theme is more her like sensual, personal kind of theme, which is her formal wear. And then the blue theme is more her outward appearance, like sophistication and being mature and being kind, I guess, is more of her outward appearance. And I think in this window I might have to triple. Yes, I do. Okay, I think that is that. Let's just see. Oh, no, I forgot these windows. I'm not going to put them on the roof windows because that would just look weird, I think. It never makes sense to me when there is a window that is so high up, like, you couldn't dream of how they could access it. Like, at least here you could, like, say they put a ladder against this, but there, no way. And same for over here. I think this kind of does make sense to have flowers, and this one might be a bigger one because this is the centerpiece, like I said. I think this blue box actually works. Maybe let's see if there's a better wood, but blue flowers? They all look to be the same color. I haven't used it all that much, but it's beautiful. I'll use that one. I think that is just enough of a statement on the front to work, but not be completely unappealing. Oh, and the chimneys. I definitely want to put those on. I was going to do that last time. It's just, I completely forgot, like I said. And I'm going to put one big one right. Maybe I don't want it there, actually. Maybe I want the chimneys along there. I think that would be a little less oppressive. Let's put one here, and one here, and one here. Oh, we're running out of money. Not a problem. Let's just add some quickly. Perfect. Okay, this doesn't work. I don't know why. Let's add this bigger chimney in the center. Oh, that looks so industrial and perfect. And then it matches a little bit more with this windmill theme, like I said. I might add more chimneys later, but I've been dragging on this video for so long. I'm so sorry, guys. But thank you for watching to the end if you got here. Thank you for your interest, and I hope you like the cottage so far. I will be doing more exterior things, but I might do it off camera or after I finish the interior. So yeah, keep posted. I'll be posting another part soon, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!